Welcome back, Junkies. Welcome to Culture Junkies Live. I'm your host, Kishiro. Today, we're going to be talking about some pretty cool stuff, including the Captain America trailer. We're going to be talking about the Mission Impossible trailer and a couple of other really cool, funny things that we are into in the culture. Introduce who's going to be on the show to me today. As always, my friends, the Great Datakuji, GQ, and Simon Says. How you doing, fellas?
Hmm.
We're good.
Hello there.
Good to see everybody. Hope everybody had a really good weekend. Anybody been up to anything new?
No.
Buy anything new? Check it out. Anything new? Watch any movies lately?
I mean, it's not new, but I sat down and watched Deadpool and Wolverine again yesterday, and I still, despite everybody saying it's just a movie for what do they call that? A bunch of callbacks, cameos, and fan nerdism stuff, I still liked it every single time.
I hate that criticism. I
Yeah.
find it very shallow and reductive. Like you're saying that because a movie has cameos and stuff like that, it has no merit. Is that what they're
That's
trying to
it.
say?
That's what it feels like. It seems like that's all we want as fans. Was want to see somebody else from another movie, somebody's cameo, somebody's blah blah blah. And to me, I looked at it as a send off. Yeah, the Fox universe, if you want to call it that, wasn't all spectacular, but I was entertained by a majority of the movies, regardless of how well they were received by others. I mean, I'm not going to go out there and say they were the best, and it was kind of a great send off, specifically, being able to see characters that really didn't get to do much or didn't do things after a certain time, and seeing Blade in there to me was again surprising as all get out because you know that Wesley Snipes did not like Ryan Reynolds, but they obviously made up, over the 20 some odd year, since they made Trinity. So I mean, I
Yeah,
like the
I
movie.
I just find it weird. They're just like as a send off for characters. Some of these characters we ain't seen in like over a decade. Like, come
Mm.
on.
Or at
Like
all.
Electra and
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I thought it was like funny that everybody was like, oh, it's Captain America, Captain America. Then
Yeah.
even my wife was like, oh, Cap was in there. It's like no,
Yeah, but
No.
they obviously
Tiny
didn't
story.
see what you call
Yes.
it. But that was still kind of a twist, and that was cool. Like I said, I enjoyed the movie. People who, I mean, I haven't heard too many negative stuff. Like, it's not a lot of people that didn't enjoy the movie, but there are, a few people that out there that made that criticism. But again, it was fun watch. Excuse me.
Simon says you've been up to anything. You and your little cashmere smoking jacket.
this is just a sweater or a hoodie
You
that I
said,
got.
"What is it? Velvet?"
Yeah,
Let me take this
Exactly.
shit
it,
off.
it
Wait a
says
minute.
comfy.
So wait, you're saying you wear that outside in public?
No, this is like my sleepwear or
That's
like or
wait.
or like or
It's
like
snuggie.
yeah, it's a snuggie. It's like a
It's a
snuggie,
snuggie.
comfy.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's like, man, it's cold in here. I'm wearing layers.
I turned on my heat when I
Really?
came home because it
So
was the. Go
because
ahead.
it was what? No, because it was
I was
what?
just saying because it wasn't on all day. Why not turn it on when I'm here? It's only going to be on for the time period I put it on, and it's going to be cold again. But normally I'm underneath a snuggie too. Got a green one, baby.
Of course. But hey, wait, don't you have your house is like fully automated, don't it? Like
It
they
is fully
go through the
automated.
timing and like sense when you're gonna be home and all this other kind of stuff, or you
I could
to
set
keep the
it up for
bills
that, but
down.
right now it's set up to be in the low 60s.
Shit, that's
So I usually
kind of
turn it up
chilly.
when I feel like it, or I do like uh do like Simon over there, and I just wear more clothes. I got a heating pad over there, so if I don't feel like turning on, just turn that thing on, throw it underneath the
Oh yeah,
snuggie, and
I got one.
uh,
I got a heating blanket, man. You gotta
Yeah.
get one
yeah,
of those, man. Those are
I
awesome
just might.
inventions.
I heard that. Well, GQ, you been up to anything lately?
Yeah, the usual. Just working and playing Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
Are you
Ghostface.
back at that Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I haven't played any. Wait, hold on. Ghostface dropped because that one I
Nope.
I
haven't
thought
seen yet.
I
The
know I
I thought
saw
trailer
the
dropped.
trailer
Ghostface
today.
The
dropped.
trailer
Oh,
dropped.
okay.
Oh, the trailer dropped, not just the trailer. Okay, just
Yeah,
the
because
trailer.
he's been on the selection screen ever since the new update for the new story. But obviously he's not playable yet. Conan and Terminator 1000 are all on the selection screen. But
I thought they were like
maybe a minute.
releasing them slowly though.
Oh, of course. I mean, they dropped Noob Saibot Sector and Cyrax all at the same time.
Yeah, I
as
know
soon as
that.
the new thing came. But yeah, those next characters are going to be, drip feed drop, character drop.
Did T1000 drop yet or?
Nah, he's
Okay,
he's on the selection screen, but he is not even remotely playable.
Okay.
All those characters gonna be sitting there for a minute.
I can't. I like Ghostface's fatality. I think it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see the trailer, so what is it?
It was like you were freaking the Ghostface in the game is about to kill somebody, and then it pulls out to be on the TV, and then it was Johnny Cage. Now I don't know if it changes to whomever you're playing with, but it showed Johnny Cage sitting on the couch playing Mortal Kombat, and he loses. And like, that's bullshit. And then another Ghostface comes up from behind him on the couch and like stabs him in the chest, and I'm like, that's
kind of meta.
Yeah, so it's pulling from what they did in the first movie when he was behind them on the couch when they were watching the video feed. Which is actually that's actually a smooth, callback.
That's kind of meta.
I think it would be kind of funny.
Chat. Yeah, the Fallen Marvel's in chat.
Yo, what's up?
I'm assuming it's Mortal Kombat. He's saying, how's the player base for Mortal Kombat?
Oh, I don't play online for that. I just play the single player stuff for that one. I play a little bit of Street Fighter online, but again, online fighting games are still not it for me because I don't like the latency issue. Yes, they have Wi-Fi filters and stuff for a lot of the games. You see if people are on Wi-Fi. More often than not, if you just sitting there in a lounge and just playing the next person that comes in, you don't always check that. That's just something that happens to be like, okay, this person's on a really bad connection, so it's not worth playing now. But you already accepted the fight, so
right.
Yep.
So well, for me, I spent yesterday. I went out to the basketball game. Took a lady friend to the basketball game, and it was the first NBA Cup game. And the NBA Cup, for those of you that don't know, is what they call the in-season tournament. It's their answer, or it's their attempt to try and bring like EuroLeague soccer style play to the NBA. But anyway, the Pistons were playing the Heat last night, and the game ended. Yeah. The game ended. It was so wacky. It was so wacky, right? So breaking it down, the Pistons were up by 10, 3 minutes left. Tyler Hero goes on a heater, ties the game, goes to overtime. In overtime, the Heat basically go up by 2 thanks to a Tyler Hero layup. 1.8 seconds left. Cade Cunningham inbounds the ball to Jalen Duren, dunks the ball with 1.1 seconds or left, right? So Miami's heated. The coach immediately hops up, upset that, they tied the game, calls timeout. They don't have any timeouts. He pulled a Chris Webber.
He pulled a Chris Webber,
infamously from the 1993 NCAA championship game.
I saw that game and I was pissed.
Oh, man.
I watched that game,
I was
too.
so mad. So mad. And people,
that game.
Yeah, man, and people gave Chris Webber shit for that for forever because
I was missing
his chance.
They've been getting it forever.
Today.
Did you see Uncle Drew? I think that's what it was called.
Yeah.
They fucking clowned him on that net. Too.
Yeah, they did.
Like it wasn't even. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, they did. But anyway, who happened to be in attendance for that game? But Jalen Rose, hometown hero, but also a member of the Fab Five. His reaction to the play, I have to show you guys what he reacted like. Here's his face.
I saw that too.
It is a meme that will live.
Not you, dude. You're good.
Yes, it is a meme that will live forever.
Just like Dwayne Wade statue.
Oh,
it did not take them that long.
Statue, bro.
No, it did not take them long.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade statue. That was kind of tragic. I ain't gonna front. That was kind of tragic. The way they did that. That was so tragic. But yeah, man, when I didn't see this until I got home to see what Jalen's face was. It was just it was all over TV. They was like, Jalen, you was having flashbacks to 1993, wasn't you? He was like, "Don't worry, man. It wasn't you. It was Chris that had to worry about that."
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was really funny. But I digress. But speaking of the NBA Cup, I wanted to, kind of have a little fun with you guys and the audience out there. Play a little game of cash or trash. Basically, is this hot or is it not? So these are the NBA Cup has different courts that they like to show or play on for the NBA Cup special times. The home team will have a special court. So I wanted to highlight some of these and see what you guys thought of some of them. So here's a few of the rundowns one. So here's the Atlanta Hawks one. Really bright colored, yellow and red and white and stuff like that. Cash or trash? What do y'all say?
I don't know if I really like it, but it looks like a normal court with just some graphics on it.
Yeah, it looks good. Cash.
I don't like
Cash?
the cup.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
The cup looks
That's
like.
fair.
Yeah. No, I understand.
That's
I
what it
understand the
looks like.
cup. I understand the cup is supposed to be the thing, but it looks stupid as part of the court.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing even that little.
I agree with that.
Stuff. Yeah, it looks dumb. It's literally that. It's that one graphic that's like, okay, you got a horrible logo, but the artwork and everything else looks amazing. But you got to put that logo in there because you have to. That's what that is to me, because it looks dumb. Even that little bit of peak that I'm seeing on the Baltic Celtics, it looks out of place. It looks wrong.
So here's the Celtics one. Cash or trash? You think this is good or bad?
I like it.
Honestly, it's way too busy, bro. Of course you like it. It's green. Of course you like it.
It's the best one so far.
Of course you like it. It's green. Anyway, I think it's trash, man. That before is just way too much.
Green is my favorite color too, but I'm gonna say it's trash.
That's just way too much, bro. So here's the Nets one.
Somebody gonna pass out playing on that floor.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna they're gonna hypnotize themselves running up and down the court like, oh shoot, it's gonna drop.
Just wait till you see Chicago's floor.
Yeah,
that's all I got to say.
We say cash or trash on this one.
I like the fact that it's gray. That's cool, but the pattern is terrible.
So it says trash.
It's just weird, man. It's like, and when you're looking on TV, it just makes it look so dark.
Charlotte,
nope.
With the beehive, the honeycomb, trash. Say trash. Okay,
trash.
Oh, here goes the Bulls. Dude,
here's the Bulls.
I saw that on live TV, and my eyes just burned. It was like so much fucking red, man.
Red.
It's so much goddamn red, man.
Wow.
So much red. I heard that. So
they all have the fucking goddamn cup on there, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The cup ruins all of the design, the way all of these look, because it's that it legitimately looks like Mortal Kombat palette swaps. That's all it is.
I didn't even think about that.
It's the palette swaps. That's all. Because again, it's literally that exact same. They're in the same position. I get why, but they look dumb. They don't feel. Only one that might even look remotely decent on is Golden State, because they have gold in their actual team colors.
Golden State actually has a really cool one.
Maybe even the Lakers, but like all these other teams that don't have gold as any part of their color, it looks dumb.
Yeah. So we don't like the Cavs one either. It's kind of trash.
Burgundy.
Yeah. The Cleveland.
I mean, personally, I like them just because they're all different. Because for years, everybody's court had their logo in the same color thing. So to me,
with the exception of the Celtics, the Celtics had that parquet floor, man.
That parquet floor is still the coolest.
Awesome.
I can't remember.
Still the coolest, bro. Still the coolest.
It basically looked like he was. It looked like he was playing on like a hardwood floor, basically.
You know what it looked like? Like a hardwood ballroom floor.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
That's what the parquet floors used to be like.
Yep. Yeah.
Dallas one actually looks kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
That was
different.
Here's the Nuggets.
Oh god,
bro, this will blind me. Like this will blind me. Like, what is this? This will blind me. This is crazy.
How do people play on that?
Hold on. Are they doing another silly thing where they got like a special ball for this league?
Well, it's not a differently colored ball, but I think it does have like the in-season tournament pattern in it. I saw a picture of it on the Pistons social media. Here's the Pistons court.
No,
it's actually not bad, but it's just too busy. It's too busy.
Too many words, man.
Yeah,
the wording really messes it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the different ways they try to work in the DET or the Pistons logo.
They left out the letter 2. It's supposed to say D2 Right.
Right. And not only that, that one symbol underneath the cup looks like the Imperial symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
So
the
here's
people from
Golden
the dark
State.
side.
Golden State actually has one of
it's
the best
gray.
ones.
Yeah,
Instead
that's
of
not.
what you call it.
Well, at least it's not like the
GQ
Nuggets,
sounds
man.
disappointed. He sounds
I mean-
disappointed. GQ's disappointed.
Here's the thing. I understand that they couldn't go straight white because that would have been the color that would have worked better for that, but white would be blind.
Too bad on TV.
Yeah, imagine
terrible.
imagine all the lights
TV.
reflecting off of that, right?
Yeah.
Imagine all the lights. Here's Houston's. Just
Again,
more
too damn
red.
red.
Woo!
That's
More
too damn
red.
red.
Yeah.
As much as I like black and red, hell no.
Yeah. The Pacers one is actually kind of
That's
dope.
I like.
Is that in the
I
game?
can deal with that.
Yeah,
It'll be
NBA
DLC.
2Ks or whatever.
It'll probably be in there.
yeah, they're all in there. Yeah.
Here's the thing. The Pacers one looks like what I thought Golden State's was going to look like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Theirs
I
looks
did
pretty
too.
sweet.
I did too.
Theirs looks pretty
That's
sweet. I
interesting.
like theirs. Here's the Clippers.
Palette swap. Like, legitimately look at Pacers, look at Pacers and look at the Clippers court. That's the same color. I bet if I took that in the Photoshop right now and did the eyedropper, it'd be like, yeah, same exact hex code. It's the same color.
I love it. I love it. Here's the Lakers.
No,
Jesus,
thank
bro.
you.
That's about what I
They
feel
should have
that was gonna
reversed
look
it.
like.
They should have been
Purple.
purple floor.
Yeah.
Purple floor with the gold around.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
They would have had to find a good shade of purple though. They would have had to
That
find the right
purple.
shade
It
of
had
purple.
to be
The
Laker purple.
Yeah, the Lakers
Yeah.
purple would have been fine. I think it would have been fine.
I'm just thinking in the sense of lighting that court and planning to run down that court. Because as you've noticed, the red court looks like it's the hardest one to run on or to even to look at.
I had a
Just know what you're
question.
playing.
Yeah.
Why is it? I mean, this is like what maybe was the third or 14 with gray court. I mean,
Hey,
I'll be honest with you. The powder blue would have been like you know,
reverse.
blinding. But I don't know.
I think they did that last year and it was just too strong of a contrast.
Yeah.
The Heat,
They did.
like all this yellow, bro. Like, come on, man.
I'm
Y'all
saying.
could have done better.
It could be worse. They could use that whole Miami thing where it's all pink and shit. So no.
Okay.
Oh.
Powder blue.
Speaking of that, with what they did with the Miami Vice type
Yeah.
stuff,
yeah,
now,
like the
man.
80s, 90s.
to
They had the
me,
jerseys.
the Heat could have been a black court with red accents. That would have been pretty dope.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty
Except for when you
Everybody
try to
ever
look at it.
dope.
Again, in
that's
concept and artwork is great. Once you put that in and make that a full size court and you're playing on TV, it looked like they're playing on a black hole.
Mhm. Here's Milwaukee's. Milwaukee's is actually kind of sweet. I like the way they have the Bucks motif on. In
That's
there.
cool.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was decent. Like that
yeah, I
actually
think
works
that's pretty
like
cool.
the motif into the court and it looks like cool. The Pistons
Yeah.
overdid theirs.
They
Yeah.
totally overdid.
They
it.
literally could have just had like that kind of like global ball like kind of look, maximized just like that on either side. Have Detroit in the middle. That would have been straight.
Minnesota, I don't like that. That's
Minnesota. Smart
Oh.
green. He loves
Wow.
neon.
loves-
That's-
He
No,
loves-
wow. I
Neon.
like green, but that's just like wow.
That's lima bean.
The Celtics
I'm-
one was
I'm
great.
shocked.
That one's like you got radioactive
shocked.
fucking piss. Like you've been drinking too much, got there and surge or something. And
Too much
just
Mountain
all
Dew.
over the place.
That's too much
God,
Mountain
I'm
Dew.
high. I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew.
That's
Wow.
That's funny. The Pelicans.
Yeah, it's kind of like
That
what's
was
the
like
name?
the Clippers.
Yeah. It was
Palace
like the
swap.
Clippers.
Another
Yeah, palace
another
swap.
palace swap.
Like, that would've been the
Oh
Hawks or
Jesus
something.
Christ! Wow,
Here's
the
the
Knicks.
here's the Knicks.
Damn.
Jesus, bro.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh, the orange.
Yeah, the orange
Yeah,
is a
you're
little bit too
wrong.
much.
They can't play with an
But-
orange ball on that court. They got to change the color of the ball.
Where the
hell
ball
yeah.
at?
You know
I
what?
got the ball. Who got the ball?
I got to see that. I got to see when they play in New York in the NBA Cup. I got to see that.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City. Here's Oklahoma City's.
That's cool.
Boring.
It's not
It's
bad.
not
Another
bad,
palace
but
swap.
Boring.
Yeah, and it's another one where like I see what they're doing with their logo, but it's just their logo don't really
busy.
really hit like that. Yeah.
No,
Here's
And then
Orlando's.
another
Orlando's
palace
might be
swap.
one of the best.
No.
it's a gray. Another gray.
They wanted to do white, but I bet you, like GQ said, it looks terrible on TV.
Yeah.
I feel like Orlando probably has the best combination with the stars and stuff like that. I
True.
think it's kind of cool. I think it works. Here's the 76ers. Now, we all know the 76ers.
Oh,
Bro, scroll that back so you can see both of them at the same. Dude, that's the same thing.
There's
Just
just
minus
more
it's the
stars.
same
there's more
circle.
stars.
Yeah, it's the
More
same
stars.
circle, just slightly
More-
less, less stars. Dude,
Yeah. more stars, and then like the stars in the
Sub-Zero,
circle.
player 1, Sub-Zero, player 2. That's literally what that is right there.
I love
man.
Stars and stripes.
I love these. I
Goodness,
love these
man.
reactions. These reactions are awesome. Here's Phoenix.
Hell,
versus
oh
Stroud.
hell no.
Yeah, we got another
the
orange
same-
sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Portland.
Not
They got the
boring.
same circle, and there's no
Yeah,
stars.
the circles are everywhere. They have
Oh my
roses in
God.
here.
The next one has the same
Have
for the
roses in
Kings.
here.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
the Kings with the
Boring.
pattern.
Should have been
Kings with
purple.
this pattern though.
That looks like it's trying to be Wakanda though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can see that. The Spurs
Oh,
with all
God.
this gray
Boring.
everywhere. Like, come on, bro.
What's the
Big
Spurs,
Texas.
man?
Toronto,
Wow, finally a
Mm.
purple one.
Yeah.
not half bad. Not half bad.
Yeah, for
Jazz
them,
went
I guess that
purple.
works. Yeah.
The Jazz one went purple.
The Jazz could have gone purple. I'm kind of a little surprised that they didn't.
The Jazz is the
Being
only one
honest.
where that cup actually works because you think
Mhm.
of a saxophone.
True.
That's
Yeah.
like the only one where it seems like that cup kind of fits the color scheme and everything that they got going.
And it's like they're afraid to put little accents, like color
Mm.
accents in the background. Like I feel like the mountains could have been the purple, like a light purple shade,
Something.
right?
Yes, something. Just a little bit of contrast there, but like the Pistons went overboard on theirs.
Right.
Okay, what the
That's
hell
why
is
it's
that?
wild.
With a clip art, they get fun. Oh, come on.
The Wizards.
What the hell is that?
Wow.
That is straight. They like look. They like look. We need clip art number 4 and we need clip art 87 and
They're
slap
not,
them two together.
they're not even trying. They
No,
just
they
not
didn't.
even trying.
It's the
That's
Wizards.
if y'all have
Everybody-
ever played. No, go ahead.
It's the Wizards. They just said we'll throw them a bone. It's the Wizards.
Yeah. If
Okay,
y'all
right.
have ever played what is it called? Mario Maker. They have a thing where like you have a little cat's paw that can come in as an effect
Yeah.
on the screen and stuff happen. That's exactly what that reminds me of. Little cat's paw reaching for the ball.
That's funny.
Like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
That's funny, man. But
Come
anyway,
on, man.
I thought I shared some of
Lingerie
those. with you.
League.
Some
Okay,
of those I really like. I just think they're a little bit too busy.
Somebody got paid a lot of money for that.
Yes,
Sure did.
yes, and for them to be so completely unoriginal with some of those, like GQ said, palette swapping and just adding some effects. They were like, here, let's just hurry up and get these out of the way. Like, come. There's some really talented designers out there in social media. Y'all should have let them draw the courts. They do some
Maybe
really
next
cool work.
year.
Yeah. Some
All right,
of
let's
those are
turn.
very uninspired.
All right, let's turn our attention to some of the stuff that's coming out to 2025. We're gonna with this incoming administration, we're gonna need some stuff to look forward to because there's some doom and gloom times out there. But damn it, I ain't gonna let no monkey rain on my parade. It's gonna be hype out there for some 2025 stuff. We got some new trailers that we're gonna be looking forward to, or that we just got for movies that we're looking forward to. First and foremost, Captain America, New World Order. What did you guys think?
They could have
This
done
latest
without the Incredible Hulk or the Red Hulk. I'm just saying that. I know you guys were saying the same thing. They could have did that. I mean, like the first trailer when they showed it, that was fine. In my opinion, they could have just like did without it. Period, and just like have everyone just get like totally hyped when they just see the Red Hulk show up on the screen. I'm like, oh shit, it's the Red Hulk.
But they kind of ruined that with the teaser, if you think about it, right?
No, yeah,
That's
no,
all they
they
needed to do, though.
no. I mean, they could have did. I mean, again, I know they screwed that up with the teasers, but like how we've been saying this shit for years, just like. So let me ask you this: like, where's y'all hype when y'all saw Yoda? Y'all even know Yoda was gonna be like actually fighting in that second movie. No one
No,
thought
you didn't
that.
see that.
Well, you saw him pull the lightsaber out.
Yeah, that's it.
No,
No,
that was part.
no.
That was part of a TV. No, that was part of a TV spot that came out after the movie.
Yeah,
came out.
after the movie came out.
Okay.
That was
It
after
was,
the
it
movie
was,
came
it
out.
was. People already went to go see the movie, but they were like, "Oh, just in case you missed it, Yoda's the man." And then like they show him pull his saber. So, but everybody had already seen the damn movie.
So the
Mhm.
new
Just
one's
keep
out by
fighting
then.
snakes.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where you had a perfect teaser for the Red Hulk. It was literally a blink and you miss it, tease.
Mhm.
To me, they didn't need another trailer
No, it
at
didn't.
all. Like the only thing they needed was a reminder trailer, like, hey, the movie about to drop like next week or whatever, or in 2 weeks, or buy your tickets now.
Mhm.
They did not need a trailer that showed that Ross is Red Hulk, because for the longest in the comics, that was a mystery.
A damn long mystery. What? How long did that go? That was like maybe like that was like what? Maybe like 30 issues or something like that. Or 20.
Yeah, it was a
28
good
issues?
long run.
It was a
where
long
like,
run.
it was just like, who's the Red Hulk? Trying to, it's like that. Boom, here you go, right there in the trailer. It's Ross. It's like, dude, yes, comic heads know that. We all obviously on this panel know that. That's not something the general audience needed to be told right away.
Yeah,
That's
you knew that,
need
right?
to just catch.
I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
I definitely do. I may not read the comics, but I follow the culture, and therefore I know a lot of stuff. I told you why I don't read it. It's just not. It's too much.
Yeah,
I agree, man.
It's
it
the
was
one
long.
piece of reading.
Like I said,
Actually,
like
it's not even
G2
a one
said,
piece.
it was a long. It was like the issues were long, and like they dragged that on for a good minute.
They drag on everything, and there's too many freaking universes. That's the problem that I have, is that I don't know where to start. I have to start somewhere, and if I don't know where to start, how the hell am I supposed to read something and I don't know where to start? Now, unless I get one of those graphic novels, then I'll definitely do that.
You need a compendium. You need some of those like compendiums, like pretty much collect like all of the arcs and works for a particular character. That's one good way to get on to certain stuff. Now, some of them are like ridiculous. I mean, like the Deadpool one isn't bad because it's he's in terms of comics, he's still a relatively new character. But if you try to get like a Superman compendium or a Batman compendium, you're gonna be coming out of a lot of money, and you're gonna be there reading for a long time.
Yep.
I'm good. I'll just watch stuff on YouTube.
No, absolutely.
I concur.
What did we think of the Thunderbolts trailer then?
I was waiting for you to say that. Man, you know what? I'm kind of glad they're kind of keeping Bob under wraps. Because it's like I like how they pictured it. They had it like Winter Soldier, Red Guardian, was it U.S. Agent, Black Widow, and then Bob.
There's another thing that they might be keeping under wraps though, because it's called Thunderbolts Asterisk. The freaking title of the movie may not even be Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
we don't know what it could be, but I don't think they're going to change it. But I'm hearing people talking that it's just called Thunderbolts as far as we know.
That'd be Suicide Light.
Excuse me. What the heck is Hanover Megan throwing with bouncing balls?
What out there? Well, excuse me, not what out there. What would you say is about the Mission Impossible trailer that just dropped yesterday?
Man, he need to have a rest. He's running around too much.
He's an ice water.
They said that man
drowning?
is 2 years older than what Ian McKellen when he played Gandalf.
Oh my goodness.
He out there running around, man.
I mean, he's still in shape, man. But here's the funny thing: that trailer showed him run no less than 5 times in the same trailer. I'm like, come on, bro. We know you run. Just you don't need to show a whole bunch of scenes of you running.
Dude, I can run, bro. I can keep it up.
Here's what I'm wondering: out of all the films they could have showed flashbacks to, they showed my man from the CIA. Remember, he was the guy that was in charge of the CIA vault, picking up that knife, and then obviously they showed Ethan's holding a knife, very similar knife. So either they're going to do some crazy thing and bring William Dunlow, which is the character's name, back from Alaska, because that's where he got shipped to when they broke in, or Jean Reno's character has some type of relative or something coming back, or some. And again, it could just be they're showing, hey, first movie, this is going to be the final movie type of connection. But it's weird that they picked that particular character, that knife, to show in the trailer out of just literally out of the blue, out of the hundreds of possible other scenes you could have made callbacks to. That's the one they picked. So I'm like, okay, what does that really mean? So it's going to be interesting.
Have to wait and see.
Oh no, absolutely. And I hope they don't overdo it. Go ahead.
Here's the one thing that I did not like about that trailer, and maybe this is a small thing, but it confirmed that Palm Clementif's character did not die because she's part of the team.
You're right.
I didn't need to see that. I mean, it's a small, maybe inconsequential thing, but I feel like that was something they could have saved for the movie.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to remember if I watched that movie.
The one with her with Haley Atwell. You don't watch that one?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I know I just
think
watched
that-
the one
Yeah,
with
are you talking about?
Cavill recently.
talking
That's
about
the
Man
last one
from
you
Uncle?
watched because you
Oh,
me and
yeah.
Cream watched that one.
Yeah, if you didn't watch Dead
Oh.
Reckoning Part 1 or Dead Reckoning now, excuse me.
It's all right. Ain't no
they have to do
It's
spoilers
actually
for
pretty
me,
good.
man.
It's actually pretty
I
good.
don't know. It's nothing to spoil. That movie
Yeah.
in and of itself, you just gotta have to kind of see it. Even if
Yeah,
we
you do.
describe
I know.
something to you, it's gonna feel
I say
disappointing.
that about all movies.
Absolutely. But
There's
I'm just
only
saying in the
one
sense.
instance.
Mhm.
One instance that I could think, and now I lost it. Probably is Endgame.
Oh yeah, Endgame is. I didn't let nobody talk to me about Endgame. We
I think that's
all
the
we
only
all was
Hush
waiting
it.
until we got to the
Dude,
theater
we're
for
not
that one.
talking about Fast and the Furious right now. Yes, it's the last one. Thank you. On to what we were talking about. Keep trying to push in your narrative, man. We're talking about Mission Impossible right now.
Mhm.
Hold your
So
balls.
So hold your balls. Wow. Okay. What was I getting ready to say? I felt like I was getting ready to say something, but shout out to Esai Morales. Esai Morales, who played an awesome Deathstroke in the
Yeah.
Titans TV show.
He was
right?
pretty good in that one.
He was
like
like
that
one of the
one.
only good things about that Titans TV show.
Exactly.
If we're being
I ain't
straight
gonna
up.
lie.
But
Exactly.
Esai Morales was pretty dope. But Esai Morales as a villain in Mission Impossible has been just as good. My goodness. He has been great as an adversary. Yes, he's helped by a seemingly all-knowing AI, but he's pretty damn awesome. So I can't wait for you to see that, Dido, and give us your thoughts on it. Moving
Definitely
next.
gonna watch it.
Yep, moving next. We got Skeleton Crew. Like there was a trailer that was played for all these upcoming Disney Plus shows. They had Percy Jackson and the Olympians, they had Skeleton Crew, it had Daredevil, it had Ironheart. Of the things that are listed here, I'm pretty sure nobody here has watched the Handmaid's Tale. This is just a question. No
I read the
judgment.
book. I read the
No
book.
judgment. No judgment. You read
Yeah.
the book? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nope,
The head.
It was just one of those things in college. They were like, "You got to read this." Like, okay.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's interesting. Okay, but they showed this trailer. Out of all the shows, what are you guys looking forward to most out of the Disney Plus lineup of shows that's getting ready to come up? Skeleton Crew, Percy Jackson, Daredevil, Ironheart, Andor season 2, Andor season 2 as well.
It'd be Andor, Daredevil, Skeleton Crew because it looks interesting, and I like all things Star Wars, and I want to see more Star Wars stories. You didn't mention What If, because
You're
that's
right. I
supposed to be in
didn't.
December.
That was another trailer that came
What
out.
about
Sorry
Friendly
about
Spider-Man?
that. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is also next year. I'm
Uh.
gonna watch it. I don't know if I'm
Mhm.
like super hyped for it though.
Yeah.
The one
I hope Ironheart's good.
I think to Iguana Man's point, Ironheart does look really good. Anthony, I forget his name. I forget his last name, but he's been in a lot of things lately.
Okay.
He was the main character in Rise of the Beast, Transformers Rise of the Beast.
Okay, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
He was the main human guy.
Yeah.
And he's playing Parker Robbins, aka the Hood, in Ironheart. It looks like
Okay.
it's going to be really good. I can't wait to see that. But surprisingly, I think the one that I'm looking forward to I'm probably looking forward to that maybe even more than Daredevil, because Daredevil's somewhat of a known quantity. Anthony Ramos. Thank you, Preem. Appreciate that. Daredevil's kind of a known quantity, and yes, we know that show's probably going to be pretty awesome, especially having John Bernthal back as Frank Castle, the Punisher.
Yep.
But I feel like Ironheart is going to be sneaky good, almost like Agatha all along good. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope that's what I'm really, really hoping for. Patricio Perez Dominguez on Facebook is saying he can't wait for Howard the Duck, which I'm assuming that's the allusion to What If season 3, that trailer. What did you guys think of What If season 3?
I'm looking forward to it. It looks a little bit homogenous this time around, which is a weird thing to say about What If, because What If the whole concept is they are variant scenarios.
Mhm.
So it seems like this one is like, I understand that they're trying to tie up this story, but that kind of takes away the what if feeling of it, of what if had it those individual, very singular stories about this particular thing. What if, the Hulk killed Wolverine when they first met, stuff like that. This is like, no,
Mhm.
we got this big narrative that we got to wrap up and tie up because of obviously what Infinity Ultron did in the second season. I'm sorry, in the first
Mhm.
season. So it turned this whole thing into like, yeah, the Watcher's involved now. It's like, ugh.
Okay. Do you guys feel like that was a mistake? Like for What If narratively that they tried to do interconnected stories instead of making them all completely unique?
They should have just did like how what's the name? How like all what ifs are, just like a one off, like
One off.
like an anthology, like an anthology of like what ifs,
Mhm.
like in the stories,
Mhm.
Mhm.
instead of just making it connected. Because like honestly, is I mean trying to do it interconnected, just I don't know, it just like doesn't hit as it should.
I
Yeah,
agree.
it makes it feel like you're in one universe now.
Yeah,
Just one. Everything is
yeah.
all takes place in this one. I wouldn't have minded where they had the Watcher take place, like something so ridiculous takes place where the Watcher has to get involved. Maybe
Mhm,
be the series finale where it's like, okay, I've had this oath for eons, but
mhm,
this is the one time that I gotta get, I can't sit back and watch. If they would have saved that to the end of the series and went out
mhm,
with a bang that way, I'd be fine with that. But now that you've already done that, now he's in there. So it's like, well, okay, now you got all these stories that kind of like Simon said, has to tie together so it doesn't feel like, now it's like, okay, it's not even so much a what if. It's like, okay, you've got your what if Captain America, which is Captain Carter. You've got your various characters who are now the stars. They're not just guest stars in these stories. They're nope, this is the
mhm.
main focus of the whole thing. I'm going to obviously watch it, but it's just
Of
that's the one
course.
thing that feels like it takes away from what I always felt what if was supposed to be about.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with you on that part because to me, the best episodes aren't even the ones that interconnect. They're always the initial standalone episodes. The ones that
Mhm.
stand out to me the most are what if Happy Hogan saved Christmas? What if Nebula became a member of the Nova Corps? That type of thing.
Mhm.
The what was the other one that really stood out to me? Um the
Black
one
Panther
where
gets
they
kidnapped by the Ravagers.
Oh,
T'Challa.
yeah. Yeah,
That
that
was
one was
that
that
was
one was good. That
that
one
was
was good.
interesting.
Yes, that one was good. I did like the completely original Kahori story that they did. I did really like that one from
Mhm.
last season. I thought that one was really good too. Um, and I to me, the best one was the initial one with Doctor Strange, where he went like where he broke bad, essentially.
Yeah.
No, I
Er,
mine was Ant-Man going off on everybody. Hank Pym. That
That's a
was
good one too.
that
Oh
was
yeah.
Yes,
that was
that's
messed
a
up.
good one too.
That
Yes,
was messed up. I like
that
that one.
that is a good one too. See, if they had made them all like that, I felt like the series might have been better. But then maybe some people would have been like, "Well, what was the point?" Where there isn't really supposed
It
to
was supposed
be
to
a
be a
point. It's
point. It's
yeah,
just a what if.
it's just an anthology. It's a what if.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Um, Patricio Perez Dominguez, are they doing a separate Marvel Zombies? Yes, they are. That
Mhm.
is going to be a standalone series. It will look very, and maybe this is a problem
Mhm.
with Marvel Animation and how they do their series because What If and Marvel Zombies are literally going to look
The
exactly the same.
same. The same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I
going to
saw
look
that.
exactly the same. There's no stylistic difference to them at all. And maybe that's a plus and a minus of them
Mhm.
doing 3D animated models.
Mhm.
3D animated models, meaning that they can probably get
Just
the work
blend it
out
over.
faster.
Just
Like
blend
maybe
it
they can get
over.
the work out faster. Yeah, they can bring it over. But also there's no individuality, there's no real style to it.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's just me. Anything
think
else you guys look
I
for?
think given the level of animation that they've put into it though, I actually don't mind that so much.
Mhm.
Because like for example, one of the things about Star Wars Visions is
Mhm.
some of them had
Mm,
really good stories, but then the visual
yes.
style would take you out of it because they were trying to be so different. And it's just like at some
Mhm.
point I need to enjoy what I'm looking at beyond just the story that you're telling.
Yeah.
And Vision, some of the episodes just they just weren't. just didn't hit. Like as much as I like that one where they had the girl going against the Sith, basically turning everything into basically paint was just like
the first one from season 2.
Yeah, it was just like this would have been so much cooler if y'all just went a little bit more straight up with it. And I understand you're trying to be artistic and different, but sometimes you go a little too far. For me, Marvel Zombies having that really clean, almost like movie theater, like could have released this in the theater look for a TV show. I'm actually okay with that. Having it have that level of quality and that look. So we'll see. Because what if so far I've been very impressed with. It's just this last season. Again, these are only trailers. Just seems like they're going to be kind of telling one big story instead of going off what if strengths is.
So obviously the other thing that came out of that what if season 3 trailer was the quote unquote official introduction of Storm into the MCU. The version of her that actually is the wielder of Mjolnir.
I think I have that book somewhere.
Yeah. Wasn't that an amalgam story though? Or no, maybe that wasn't an amalgam story.
I mean, you're talking about the Amalgam comics?
Marvel. Yeah, the Amalgam comics, or was it Marvel versus DC that I'm remembering? That
Marvel versus DC. Well, it was Amalgam where the amalgamation of characters come together. She was she was like mixed with Wonder Woman called Amazon.
Right.
Oh, right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. This was literally a cover where Storm was basically recreating the cover of the first Thor book, where she was swinging Mjolnir around and whatnot. I think it was a what if. It literally was a what if book where what if Storm, wielded Mjolnir or something like that.
Funny enough, they had I think it was a what if where Storm and Thor were married, and she had her own hammer. I forgot the name of the hammer though. It was pretty cool. The hammer, but it was dope.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of possibility, and it kind of sucks that they're about to just like, this is the last season. I'm like, damn it, there's so many other stories you can tell, especially now that y'all are going to get control of, not get control of, you have control of the X-Men and all the Fox stuff.
And you know what's funny? DC did their own version of What If called the Dark Multiverse, and that was kind of actually pretty dope because they had it to where so you guys know about the Dark Multiverse with the Batman Who Laughs and all the other Dark Knights. Well, those were kind of like how they said it. So picture this. So you remember the death of Superman? Like that happened. So instead of like how it supposedly ended, Lois decided that she blamed everybody for how Superman dies, and she became one with the Eradicator and just went on a killing spree. That shit was dope as hell.
All right, so evil Lois.
Yep.
Interesting. Eradicator was the 90s, the most 90s of 90s comic book characters, but he was actually like that look though.
The look was pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie.
And to be out there to answer, because if we're about to move on, the last Fast and the Furious movie is not coming out next year. It's coming out in 2026.
It hasn't even started production yet, I think, right?
Nope, they haven't started filming it. They haven't done anything with it.
Are they still doing? I wonder if they're still doing the two-parter last thing, or if this is going to be just one final film.
It's supposed to be the last one.
Okay,
the very last.
Fast
11. Excuse me for yelling, but it's like you asked the question twice. We were in the middle of a conversation, and it's just like you gotta kind of wait. You gotta kind of wait for that time, dude. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, like we know that, yeah. We and things, will be
not trying to yell,
yeah,
not trying to spank you on your little bottom.
Pause, bro. Oh man. Anyway,
bringing out his inner Les Grossman.
Yeah. What's
Which
the
still should be a movie. I don't care how old Tom Cruise is. I want that movie. Yes, I don't give a damn how incorrect it would be. And dude, just make the movie. That would be so funny.
I need my Les Grossman movie. My goodness, bro.
Yeah, that shit would be. Oh man, what even would it be about? It's just, you got to think.
Who cares? It would be a spoof. It would be a spoof on the movie industry. A spoof on the movie industry. Like,
gonna have Les Grossman parties instead of Diddy parties.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, there you go. It can be whatever. It could be whatever, but there's so much cannon fodder there for that, man.
I got it. I got it. Here's the premise for a Les Grossman movie. Les Grossman is now like the Harvey Weinstein of Hollywood, where he's being blackballed because he's just way too crass, way too over the top, and they're trying to blackball him, and he's like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna make the most awesomest fucking movie ever, and you guys are gonna kiss my ass. That would be the premise of the movie.
Yeah.
And I go see it. In a heartbeat.
The character is so over the top, but it's so perfect, because especially knowing the tantrum that Tom Cruise had during COVID. Like, bro, like he literally, like, that's always been in him somewhere.
Was that him? Or was that Christian Bale?
No, Christian Bale's was somebody was doing something on set while he was doing a take and he didn't like.
Oh, okay.
Tom Cruise gave his whole crew the riot act because they weren't following COVID protocol. And if you listen to it,
I'm not trying to get sick out here.
Right. And if you listen to it, because you know, Tom had the reason I was able to pick him out even before it was leaked that he was Les Grossman. He's got those eyes like that look straight through you. So I was like, as soon as he came on screen, I was like, that's Tom Cruise. Damn, that's freaking cool. But it was just like, okay, cool. But when you listen to his whole COVID rant and imagine him looking at you with them eyes, like, bro, I don't even want to be in this room right now. Even if you weren't the one doing it, you just uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to be here.
You know what I would like to see if they do a Les Grossman movie? I would like to see Samuel Jackson in that movie. That would be funny. That would be funny as hell, dog.
Yes.
That would be hilarious.
Yes. I would love that.
And here's the funny thing.
Okay.
I want Ben Stiller, because obviously he's very good close friends with him, and obviously it was his movie, to Tropic Thunder. I want Ben Stiller in it, but not playing the character he was from Tropic Thunder, playing like somebody completely different. I mean, that'd be hilarious.
You
There's
wouldn't
so
want
many
to play
things
tag?
to do.
He couldn't play tag? He couldn't play tag? He'd have to be somebody else?
The Tug Speedman story's already kind of evolved. Like he was a terrible actor, but he ended up winning the Oscar or whatever it was because of Tropic Thunder.
Because of Tropic Thunder.
He's already popular now. So now you could have him come in as his Tug Speedman persona, but I really want Ben Stiller to play a whole nother character. Just to have a weird dynamic of like what the hell, and have him. It could even be like he's like somebody that's a competitor to Les Grossman, like another producer. Like there's so many things you could do with it. It's insane.
Let's do this one for fun. Let's fan cast the Les Grossman movie. Who will we want in here? We already said
Hand of Omega already got one right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Will Smith.
Will Smith would be great.
He says, keep your movie out your mouth. Keep my movie out of your mouth.
Will Smith would be great. Here's one for me. I would actually love to see Henry Cavill be in this movie. I would love Henry Cavill to be in this movie. Because I think Henry has great comedic chops, especially if you see him in History of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Funny. That movie was funny as hell, and he was great.
Dude, you needed to see him in Argyle. Great. You should have saw him in Argyle. He was good in Argyle too.
Okay, I'd like to see him in Argyle.
Dude's solid, man.
Yeah. I would love to see the Les Grossman story is a movie about Les Grossman biopic directed by Jon Favreau, who is trying to cast Sam Jackson as Les Grossman while performing in whiteface. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, that's funny. I like that.
I would love for them. I would love for them to have just a round table with Les Grossman dressing down a just cavalcade of real popular Hollywood actors. Sam Jackson, like you said, Jon Favreau. Like put just a whole, because again, it's Tom Cruise, so you know you're gonna get people that want to work with him, regardless of how ridiculous this is. Dude.
Would it be awesome for him to do it like what's his name used to do Between Two Ferns? Zach Galifianakis when he used to do Between Two Ferns.
No.
I think that.
I mean, it could be interesting. But what I'm saying is, no. What I'm saying is, remember the introductory scene for Les when he was on that video call and he was, basically dressing down the director in front of the whole crew. I think it'd be funny to literally have like a ridiculously packed cast. Like all the budget of the film is in this one scene, basically. Like the Avengers Endgame of Hollywood with Les Grossman, because he's such a big time Hollywood producer, dressing down like all of these like just heavy hit like Chris Evans and you know Sam Jackson and just people that you do not expect to be sitting at this table taking this tongue lashing. I think that'd be hilarious. Christian Bale, if you get him for half a second.
Oh shit. Okay, Christian
Pablo
Bale.
Pascal. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Pablo Pascal.
Yeah.
Let's try and really spread out like
Nick Cage.
Like Nick Cage, I feel like has been in enough of those movies that maybe
there's never enough Nick Cage, man.
Okay,
come on, man.
All right. So we said Samuel L. Jackson, Henry Cavill, Nick Cage, Pablo Pascal, Christian Bale for a cameo. I feel like we need an actress. We need a good actress that's going to be in this thing.
That's where it gets tricky. That's where it gets tricky.
That is where it gets tricky, right? Hand of Omega's got a good one with Keanu Reeves. I think that could work. I could see that.
It would be funny just because Keanu's such a nice guy.
Yes,
I think
you guys didn't watch that movie with Keanu and what's that actress name? She's a comedian. It came on Netflix and it was about this woman. Her and Randall Park were in it. I can't remember her name. Ali Wong. But she went on a date with Keanu Reeves and he was not like the Keanu Reeves. They went to this really fancy and like in order to eat a certain thing, you had to listen to I don't know if you had to listen to the animal being slaughtered or the animal. And he's sitting there listening to it and eating and like crying at the same time. There was like, and then they get back to the hotel, and then the guy that really likes her, the Randall Park, gets in there and gets in a fight with Keanu Reeves, and it was fucking hilarious.
No, Keanu plays against type. Like I'm talking about the person. As a person, he's already known in Hollywood as like one of the nicest guys. Period. But I'm saying it'd be weird, and again, it would probably work because he played a scumbag in Knock Knock.
Oh damn!
Where, like those two girls came to his house or whatever.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that, Hannah Omega. No, we ain't trying to do that. Although I do admit, as much as I think he's a piece of shit too, I admit Johnny Depp being in there would be kind of funny.
He ain't a piece of shit. He had someone rubbed on his nose.
Yeah, that's true.
It was either underneath his pillow or something.
Yeah, Johnny Depp. Again, he probably had his hand in some problems in that. In the courtroom. He was the most charismatic court.
Was he ever?
I was like, man. If you ever watched that on YouTube, they play like clips of the Wii music. I'm sorry, the Wii. I guess it's the Me theme or whatever it is, and he'd be playing it over his appearances in the cross examination. It's so funny.
That was a freaking great documentary. That was a great documentary that they did.
Yeah,
Depp versus Her. That was a great one. Back to the female, the actress we'd want to put in this film. Actress maybe two, right? So who would you love to see in a film with Tom Cruise getting dressed down like that? Nicole Kidman? Just to be really fucking funny.
That's only if she can take
be really fucking
like going back to Deadpool
where
Deadpool mentioned like he's put on some weight or whatever since the divorce, and Hugh Jackman, allowed something like that because I guess he can let it go. That's only if Nicole Kidman can let something like that go, because you already know that apparently the rumor about Tom Cruise is not just that he's intense, that he is a little nutty with his So
Scientology, yeah.
Angela.
James says Sandra Bullock. I don't know. I feel like she's kind of removed herself from Hollywood like that.
I think the issue is, like I said, with the Les Grossman character, putting a woman in there is just going to be nuclear heat.
Yes,
and it's like I think it'll almost take away the fun of because you got to remember Tropic Thunder. If you really think about it, Tropic Thunder didn't really have any female characters like that. They had people in the back. Yeah, they had people in
Emily
the background.
Blunt.
Emily, I mean, they've worked together.
Yeah. I think that would work.
I mean, in my honest opinion, if you want to keep things square and everybody's equal, you should be able to do that. But the problem is if you're parroting Hollywood and Hollywood, they you always have rumors about casting couches, and apparently Weinstein made that something that's not just a rumor, that things like that has actually happened. So it'd be kind of difficult to, without crossing that line. I think.
Well, then Heather Graham will be perfect because
but
she does those,
even with saying that, there's a TV show called House of Lies with Don Cheadle, and Matt Damon was in an episode where they were trying to get him to do some commercial for some charity thing or whatever, and he was being like an asshole or whatever. And long story short, he basically told Don Cheadle's character to like suck his dick and he'll fucking do it. And they kind of implied that he fucking did it because the show was, if I remember, I mean, you didn't see it; it was kind of implied.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I guess it could go both ways. The show is a comedy. The show was a comedy first, and it was supposed to be, I think, what was it called? Lie to Me. I can't remember. Is it House of
Lies?
No,
Lie to Me is the guy that played Abomination. That was his show.
So it's House of Lies.
House of Lies was him and Kristen Bell, I think.
I watched that show, and so like crossing over that line, you have to figure out how to do it where it's funny and not too offensive. Because the way they did it is like he kind of like turned around and went back into the office. And then they cut to him to Matt Damon doing the commercial.
Right.
So it was like implied that happened. So
yeah. And now Hannah Omega's got an interesting one. What if you got Jeremy Piven from Entourage to be like maybe a competing, maybe being like a competing producer? Bringing back Ari from Entourage, one of the best characters in TV history, without question. I think that would actually that would be cool. Not be bad.
There's like I said, there's a lot of potential for it. It's just they have to want to do it.
Yeah.
Because that, I mean, don't forget, Tropic Thunder was 2008.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Long time ago. Now he's still a awesome character, and we still got people reacting to his scenes today on YouTube.
Yes,
but you know, and you know, who knows? It's definitely a much different time that we're living in.
Way different.
Yeah, no question. No question, it's a much different time. But anyway, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap up the show. It is like 10 o'clock now here on the East Coast. We want to thank you all for joining us and hanging out with us for this past hour. We will be back next week, God willing, to entertain you all right here on our airwaves, on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook and Kick. For my friends, the Great Adakuji, Simon Says, and GQ, I'm Kashiro. See you guys next week. Have a great one. Stay safe.
Bye, everybody. Again,